What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today's video is maybe not going to be going as great as I originally thought it would, mainly because, well, I listened to your guys' comments. You guys want to see a Celestial / Hypogean only PvP team, and, well, the sad fact is we don't have this man right here built, which is kind of like the cornerstone of this type of light and dark type team, but we're going to try to do it nonetheless. So let's jump in. Let's find some kind of equal PvP power teams and see if we can make something work without using a single hero that is not light and dark. Now, luckily here, we have some really solid contenders. So we can do like something like this where we can put a hero on this side. We can even do like a hot swap here. Oh, it's of course a DNL team. But luckily they have a really bad setup for the fact that he can be CC'd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Rainier swap right here. Come on. Only I could click. And then I'm also going to use a Burial, right? We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I almost forgot the most important hero in the entire team, and that is Scarletta. So, yes, you can see this faction bonus here. We have a 5x bonus giving 22% plus an additional 5% because we have 5 Celestial / Hypogean. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Usually when you want to use Enlightening spells, because you have DNL in the very back to make sure you can speed him up to an ultimate. But in this situation, it's not. I don't care if he's swapping my Rainier. I just want to swap the DNL. I think that's going to be the play here. We got the energy boost over here on Burial. Burial's also going to help energy deny the other team. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's just see what happens here. Let's slow it down immediately. So sadly, a lot of the enemies aren't like separated. So Burial's not going to be creating his little shadows, which is a little sad. Oh, it actually turns out that... because we did the swap and they did the swap, that the DNL and the... Oh, man. The DNL ended up in the same spot as the Rowan for energy feed. I feel like Taylene is going to carry this. And maybe because we have Taylene, we don't need the DNL. Ooh, man. Scarletta with that execution right there. She did one thing in the battle, and that was just knock the last person out. Yeah, I figured this is going to be very heavy Taylene right here. Now, that was a really weird team, though. That's not like a typical team we're used to seeing. Let's try to hit up into the top 20s as well and see if we can keep this type of team going. So, in reality, man, the positioning, I really hate this one for Freyasto too, because the positioning on this is horrible. Because, like, you can't actually get them across from each other unless you put them here, and then you're not getting the energy. But what you can do is you can do, like, a damage reduction, which I think I want to do like this. That way we're at least swapping somebody, although maybe even want to go up to here. Kind of want to swap Aaron. Then we're getting the damage reduction on the Scarletta. We're just not getting any type of buff from the main Freyasto. It's not great, but like that's like one of the only spots you can put both of them to have their 30%. Wait a minute, I totally forgot Burial. I was like, wait a minute, I know I'm forgetting somebody here. Now this one, the enemies are going to separate, so you're going to see a lot of the Burial summons come out here in a second. So you see how they all separate here, a lot of the enemies. You're going to see a lot of those little shadow clones pop up all over the place, which are going to help us out immensely in this type of team. So the fact that they're not staying grouped up is going to be really big. And the one thing this team does have is it has some pretty good survivability. It does lack healing. The only healing we really have is Taylene. As she drains her life, she heals other allies, and then of course she heals on the Rainier swap here. And so long as we can just stay alive to the Taylene ultimate, it's kind of all we need to do. The combo there. Oh, this is just yet another PvP video where it's like, just put Scarletta on your team, you'll probably win. Especially a very built one. My goodness. Yeah, I want to see what Burial did on this one. I want to see if Burial actually did some damage, since he did manage to get those shadow clones out. Yeah, everybody did some pretty solid damage there, because Taylene only hit like a single target. So when Taylene's hitting like every target, that it gets a little bit crazy. That's a little too high in power. But I think AFK actually runs very similar. No, I thought AFK was the one that ran that type of team with the interesting. Well, what if we do this? We can swap right here. I like that. Scarlita, yeah, let's go with this one. This should be pretty solid. The other thing is we could just not care about the 30% damage reduction on Freyasto and instead give the energy feed to like Taylene. That is something we can do. But again, this is another team where the enemies completely separate, so we do get those shadow clones right there, which they might not do a ton of damage, but what they do act as is kind of like Floorbell. Those summons absorb damaging hits that are going to come into your enemy team, so your main heroes are not getting hit nearly as much. Bye-bye. Say hello to Scarlita onto the battlefield, and she's about to yeet someone else, I feel like. Oh, no, the enemy Scarlita. Nope. Oh, Scarlita in PvP is one of the most satisfying heroes I've ever experienced in this game. And you see right there, even Belial jumping in, doing a lot of damage. We actually don't have him to Supreme Plus. I think we just have Belial to Mythic Plus. I don't even think he's Supreme. And right there, you can see he just ran the show right there. So the fact that he hides in shadows and he's not like right up in the forefront is a really cool strategy. I'll be honest, this team's doing pretty dang good considering I haven't really run it before. A lot of it does have to do with the fact that we can swap heroes, and I think swapping is very important on this one. Let's swap this Haywin so that we get some separation. All these heroes are going to separate, which again means that when oh no, they have Enlightening Spell. It means we're not going to get as many of these shadow clones. We really only get the Thorin shadow clone, but really comes down to my Taylene versus their Taylene. And if our Scarlita can yeet their Taylene off, that would be amazing. Their Taylene is going to get to an ultimate first, though, right here. Oh, wait. Ours actually got ours off first. That's interesting. Oh, gosh. They're going against each other. Come on. Oh, no. We knocked them back, but we didn't do a lot. They have a ton of healing on this squad. Between the Damien... Oh, if you care about PvP, guys, every PvP video we have is going to have Scarlita in it. She is the one must-have hero, no matter the lineup, and it just so happens she worked out really well in this one. Sadly, her damage meter doesn't actually show you the type of damage she's doing, while also knocking the enemies off the battlefield. But this team on offense is just really good because we have Ryanair. On defense, this type of team is going to have a lot more vulnerability because the enemy team can work around the swap, and the swap is so much power of this team here. Even though Ryanair dies pretty quickly, doesn't do much. I think Scarlita just knocked 3 enemies off the battlefield at the same exact time. That is just bonkers. Taylene gets the MVP this time, and you see how there is some healing going on too, which is kind of cool. What do we have? We got like probably 2 more hits today we can do. So let's just burn all of them. You guys get a longer PvP video. I don't think we can hit up to 988 because we're at 866. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Like, it's definitely worth a shot to try it. Like something like this. We can do a swap here. Put the you there, put you over here. Gives you energy gain. We should give the energy gain to Scarlita so she comes down faster. We're going to swap the Carolina. Let's see how this turns out. We could lose because, again, we're over 100,000 power deficit. They most likely have Paragon heroes, which means our heroes might get nuked to oblivion way too fast. Yeah. Yeah. Scarlita wasn't able to knock anybody off the battlefield. Kind of close, though. Man, that was actually closer than I thought it was going to be. We took them down pretty well, but yeah, the second you're going up against, like, some Paragon... Oh, yeah, they got some juiced-up Paragons on this account. Yeah, it makes sense that we lose, and it makes sense we only lose 2. So let's do our final free attempt of the day here. 945, again, that's still higher. Maybe we can just see if we can make something work here. So we still are going to use majority of the same heroes here, but I want damage reduction here. I want you there. I want, I think, Belial. Where are you, Belial? Belial back here. Scarlita can just go right up the front. We're swapping the Arden. Let's see how this goes. They're going to pull us all together and group us up anyway, so hopefully there's not a ton of Paragon, and it doesn't feel like there's a ton of Paragon because actually we're surviving kind of decently right now. It's not amazing. It's also not horrible, and our Scarlita came in. We got rid of their Scarlita with the Reiner. That was actually really huge. And I think that actually just gave us the victory. The fact that Reiner swapped it out. So we just hit up like 80,000 power right there. And we still got the W. And yeah, they do have some Paragon heroes on this squad. So I mean, maybe this is my new team. Maybe I need to even change my formation and run this really fun light and dark type team. So if you guys want to see something else, again, just let me know. I'm cool showing you guys. Here's the whole list of our heroes. If you want to see something happen in PvP especially, let me know and I'll highlight it tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button as well. Leave a comment down below and I'll see you guys next time.